Greetings, tribe. So I got a message. It was weird because I wanted to go outside to take a walk due to just not being able to get my mind together in the right way for a message that I got yesterday, because yesterday was Independence Day, right? I'm in the United States, so it was Independence Day. And it was 7/4. And when 7/4 came to me, I thought about 11. And we're in the 10-year cycle, so that's like 3, which is creation. So a lot of things was just hitting me yesterday. And then it made me think of, okay, how certain rituals are done. Just, like broad daylight. We don't realize that these are certain things that are being performed. And that our energy is needed, right? Or harvest, or people energies are being harvested, I want to say, during these times, right, of celebration. Not realizing, and just where you're putting your energy. Is not saying that celebrating is wrong. It's where you're putting your energy. And the fact that it was Independence Day, and then it was July 4th, which was 11. And the 3, let me look at my notes real quick, because I want to get this message out. And I said, let me look in some numerology too, even though I look at it at 0 too, right? But I was saying to myself, 7/4, no, not 7/4/6, but 7/4 is 11, and then 2026 is 10, which, 2 and 1. 2 is cooperative, right? Collaboration is like 2. And then independent is a natural leader, right? But together that is creation, right? So that gives creation. Even when you think of the masculine and feminine energy with God, co-creator, right? When you're in your own masculine and feminine energy, you become the co-creator. So I was thinking about that came to mind. And then I realized that, okay, the reason why I was thinking about rituals, right? Let's say this right. December 31st is when the ball drops in New York. It just drops once on December 31st. But then it seemed that this year they dropped the ball 8 times. And now keep in mind, I didn't check to see if they ever dropped the ball in the past. In Times Square, but they dropped it 8 times between July 3rd and July 4th, which gives me work, some type of work power, right? But when you look at numerology, they speak of being ambitious. Let me see. It's the executive, right? But it is linked to ambition, success, abundance, and material manifestations. So the fact that it was dropped at like 8 times yesterday, between the 3rd and the 4th, lets me know that there is some type of material manifestation that is being manifested at this time, or able to be manifested. I felt like there was like some form of portal, almost like next year it will definitely be the 11/11 portal would be included in that. And I feel like even though it's an Independence Day and that's United States celebration, there's a couple of other celebrations in Africa. I didn't really look, and I tried to find as much, but I had to put direct countries in order to see exactly what was being any other celebrations for this particular day, for Independence Day. I'm sorry, my name is Nukai, and this is Nukai Moons 3333 messages. So And welcome in. I'm just speaking about what I had got yesterday because I stayed in yesterday. I didn't actually go out. Something was telling me just to take it easy. You know, laugh a little bit, but just take it easy. And I started thinking about all of these numbers. Everything just started coming to me. And so, and it being its 250th year, United States is in its 250th year, which is a 7. It talks about introspection, truth seeking, right? So I think a lot of things will be revealed going forward. There is some form of material wealth that's coming in. This was I feel like these rituals or these time frames when these energies are available to us, and we're distracted with different celebration traditions and celebrations, which is great. It's always good to be in that loving spirit and to connect with your family. But I also want to say that some of these time frames are times where you need to be in introspection about your desires and what you need and the work you need to put in, right? So this is just working with, when I think about it, I'm thinking about it on, these were like major times of energy, I want to say. For here, I'm living in the United States, keep in mind, So anytime someone puts in a lot of energy, or you could see this is where the shift is or the distraction is, I kind of want to look a little deeper. So I just was looking at that, and then I realized that, okay, that gave us a 3, right? The date gave us a 3. They dropped the ball 8 times. But then when I looked at the distance, the time frame from December 31st to July 4th, it gave 26.3 days. So 26 weeks, 0.3 days, which gave me 383, right? And 383 is very powerful. It's because it's 11:11. It breaks down to 11:11 again, which tells me, speaks about, for me, the divine masculine and divine feminine. So I just feel like it's a time where things are shifting. It is your sovereignty. You're in your sovereignty at this time. And this was just a time of reflection. So those who felt like they wanted to reflect for a moment, or even spent the time to reflect and then went out and celebrated, good job, like, on that. And I just wanted to share the information that I was actually picking up on yesterday. But for today, whole different vibe. I don't know if I should just leave that as its own message, and I think I am. I'll even leave me saying it, and I'll do another recording for today's message, because that was for 4th of July. I don't know all the meanings of numerology. I really, it made me write down, I made myself write down all of these things, just so I could have a better understanding of numerology, just because it came to me like this and I was pondering on it, and things, messages can to come to me that way. And I start to think about things. 7446. Introspection when it comes to your spirituality. That was just introspection and building a solid foundation. And due to it being 4/4, which comes down to 2/2, 11/11, again, thinking about that divinity. And it's just symbolism. Then you got 6, which is, symbolizing compassion, nurturing, responsibility, serve to others. So 7446. Using your spirituality as a foundation to serve others. On this Independence Day. And then 3883, which is also 1111. This another lady was talking about Isis and Orisis. I don't even want to get into it because I was respecting what she said. Because she put me back into my perspective of what I was thinking about when it came to the divine masculine and divine feminine. Right? And this duality, light and dark, the time frames these were all done. This all just gives reflection and mirror to me, Soul alignment, your alignment. Like if this was a portal, if the 4th of July was like its own portal that maybe people weren't aware of. Next year, with it being an 11 year, that's definitely going to be like 1111, its own connection. So, if this resonates with you, great, let me know. Please like and subscribe. I'm just trying to give as much messages as I can from what I took from yesterday. But please like and subscribe. Once again, New Kai Moon 3333. Please. I'm gonna move on to the next message. Yeah, for today, because it's interesting, and I pulled some cards, and it made me I paused because I really wanted to give this message out. All right, so this is just yesterday, 4th of July's message. Peace and love.